So let's start our reformer session. So to begin with, you want to have your resistance. If you're using the Allegro, probably 3 red there on your reformer. Bar on the start position. Lie on your back. Adjust the headrest if you need. So taking your chin under, eyes looking straight up towards the ceiling. If you feel that you're looking towards the back of the room, lift your head, rest a little bit, and place that pad there under your head. So feet on the bar, position that's comfortable for you. And let's start moving that carriage back and forward. Lower back towards the mat. So again, towards, if you can have it flat, flat's fine. Maybe just a small curve on your lower back, what's comfortable for you. Keeping a constant movement. So keeping those muscles under constant tension. And feel free to change the resistance, go heavier, go lighter, the range of movement, make it bigger, make it smaller, the rhythm when it's slower or faster, rest, stop and rest when you need, and repetition, the more, the less. If I give an exercise, an option that you're not comfortable with, feel free to do more repetitions of a previous exercise or rest. Placing your heels on the bar, bringing your heels together, moving back and forward. First, take control of the movement of your body. Option then to take control of the breath and put both together. For example, breathe in, push back, breathe out, forward. Or kind of a circular movement. So never stop. So breathe in, breathe out. Okay? You do the other way around is correct as well. The idea is to take control of the breath, control of the movement, body, and breath, and put both together. That might help even to change the rhythm. Extend your legs, but keeping your knees soft, off lock. One more, we're going to change position of our feet. We're going to bring our feet together and arch our feet on the back. And again, the position is not comfortable. Don't change. Keep your heels. An intention to bring your feet together. Not comfortable for everybody. And the feet slightly apart, parallel to each other. So throughout the whole session, I say something. Maintain your body in a certain position, move in a certain way. Intention to hold the position. Intention to move in a certain way. The idea of setting intention is to create a challenge. Challenge the muscles that maintain the joints in a certain position. Challenge the muscles that move those joints. One more. And again, change position of our feet again. Placing the toes of our feet. And add movement to your feet then. Push it back. Heels under. Lift your heels and your knees. Could be breathing out in and out. Don't worry with the breath. Yes, folks, take control of the movement, but let the breath flow. And if you want, once the movement becomes automatic, take control of the breath and put everything together. Option, instead of using 2 breaths, could be breathe in, breathe out. So they're both correct. From both, you would be in control of the breath as well. So we're using our toes, mobilizing our ankles, stretching the back of our legs, mobilizing our knees, moving our thigh bone inside the hip joint, setting the position here for a spine, a long spine on the mat. One more. Then we're going to push all the way back, hold that position. And now we alternate a bit. We bring one heel under, lift the other as much as we can. Let's set the intention to maintain our hips and our lower back in position. Powerhouse there for the movement. And we only try to move thigh bone inside our hip joint. And even set the intention to maintain that carriage in the same position. And only move your legs and your thighs. And again, it's not wrong if you're moving the carriage like this. Yeah? One or two more. And then relax. We're going to bring the carriage all the way forward. Option to keep your bar down there. Option to lift that bar for an extra challenge, extra stretch. So you push the carriage all the way back. Set intention to maintain hips and low back in position. Cross your right leg on top of the left thigh. And then we bring the carriage as far as you can forward and push you back. One more. I'm going to switch. Set an intention to keep our hips and low back in position. We'll challenge those muscles holding those hips and low back in position. And we'll challenge those muscles that try to move our hips and the low back out of position. So stretching a little bit more those muscles around our hips. One more. And then we're going to come back. Bar there, complete start position there. We're going to get the straps from the shoulder rest, placing our feet on the straps. So you might need to go a little bit lighter. So if you, for example, if you had 3 reds before, you might want 2 reds, maybe 2 reds and a blue. So if you go a little bit heavy, you have more help from the springs to lift your legs and then later to lift your back. So feet on the straps, maintain hips and lower back in position. Lift both legs, lower. One more. We're going to lift our legs, hold it there. Bring both legs out and then back in. If it's all right for your hips, for your knees, try to turn those thighs out. Extend the rotation of the thighs as you bring those legs out. And you can turn them slightly in as you bring back the opening. Set intention to maintain carried in the same position. You still work with those muscles, back of the legs, thighs, hips, lower back, together with those inner thighs, deep muscles on the hips, and the muscles that stabilize the powerhouse, the hips, the lower back there, maintaining that long spine. Leg circles. Change direction from here. Push it forward. One more. Legs forward and the frog. So bring those thighs towards the bottom of our rib cage. Maintaining the back of our hips on the mat. Keeping that lower back either flat or a small curve on the line. And we can set intention to work with precision, control, to keep those ropes here at the same angle with the floor. So without lifting them or lowering them. Keeping those heels together as if you had a small coin there between your heels, if it's comfortable to keep your heels together. Not possible sometimes at all, and that's all right. One more. And then we're gonna go for the short spine massage. The range of movement. Make it smaller, but do only part of the movement. So from here, lifting your legs and lifting your back. Try to lift vertebra by vertebra off the mat. Doing the frog. Lower your back and push it forward. You might not do the frog at all. Yeah, that's all right as well. Headrest, if you lifted before, you might want to bring it down to create space for your neck on this one. So lifting your legs back. You could go down from here instead of doing the frog. And down and push. Lift, mobilizing your spine, flexing your spine, stretching those muscles along your spine together with the back of the hips, back of the thighs and legs. And you're challenging, strengthening muscles at the back of your arms, shoulders, back of your rib cage, together with the abdominals, hip flexors in front of the thighs. Some of those muscles are lifting your thighs, your legs, lifting the back of the hips and lower back of the mat, rounding the back, and then lifting the back of your rib cage off the mat. A variation of this exercise would be to do the other way around. Frog, round, and then lift your legs. And again, don't need to do that, yeah? Carry on to the other position. And again, can be here, up and down. All the same exercise. They all mobilize in that spot. Stretching the muscle on this. Massaging your back as you move your back on it. One more. And good. Feet off the straps. Hands on the straps. Can be legs in the air. You're gonna do the option that's comfortable for you, yeah? Arms forward and back. And you might want to go lighter with those springs. Feel free to go lighter. If you have 2 reds and a blue, go with 2 reds now. Can be arms forward and back. Let's stay with that option here. That's what we normally do. The other option is there, forward. And pump those arms up and down as we breathe in and out. In and out. To add intensity, you can bring one leg forward. Maybe both legs forward. But if you're moving your legs forward, only if it's comfortable for the back. And for as long, only that's comfortable for the back. More breath. And then we're gonna relax. Place the straps on the shoulder rest. Feet on the bar. Arms on the mat. And we're gonna lift our back on the shoulder bridge again. Pushing the carriage all the way back. Lowering our back, vertebra by vertebra on the mat. Bring that carriage forward. One more. We're gonna reverse. Push it back and lift. Put it forward and lower. Push it back and lift. Forward and lower. Challenge those muscles at the back of our body. Even challenge muscles there, back of our arms, shoulders, upper back as well. And two more. And lower. It's a little bit. And we'll just an extra stretch as we will work with those muscles there. Thighs, hips, together with the lower back. Push it back again. Just a few repetitions of that stretch for those muscles around your hips. Glutes, piriforms. One more. Switch leg. One more. Relax. From there, we can go a little lighter. We're going to do the semicircle. So if you're using the Allegro, as you're using the Allegro, one red, the outside one, feet on the bar, and we move all steps all the way forward. So bringing our shoulder blades at the edge of that mat. So we lift our hips, push the carriage all the way back. We bring our hips down, mobilizing us. Body forward, lift, push it back again. And we lower, forward. Option to reverse, going down first. And then up, forward. One more. And we're gonna go back to the mat and sit up in a way that's great. Sitting in front of a mat and the feet out on the foot plate. And you might need to lift that bar and use the bar, pull it forward and back. So back and forward for the stone massage. I'm gonna use here the version, the option with feet on the bar and then holding the bar. You could hold the foot strap as well. So bring the carriage as far as you can forward and push it back. And it doesn't need to be with feet together. Remember, it can be feet apart here and arms in between legs. Pushing it back, getting that stretch here, and we get some stretch as you go forward. We might get some stretch as you go forward as well. Back and forward. And I need one red, by the way, on this one, which I'm probably using one red after the semicircle is done before. Two more. One more. And we're gonna sit all the way back, hands on the straps. Can be cross legs, can be bent knees, rowing from hips. So from here, we're gonna flex the spine, stretch into the spine and bring our arms forward. Lift and lower. Forward. Let's do one more. And reverse. So we lift and flex forward. One more. And placing the straps down on the shoulder rest. We're gonna turn one our side here. So we still need one right there for the mermaid stretch. So one leg against shoulder rest, the other leg in front of you on top of the mat and on the bar. Now we're gonna move from here. Lateral flexion of the spine. Can be just a lateral flexion. Bring it back. Try to bring both sitting bones towards the mat and counter stretch. Then go again. Come back. Or we can add more movement. Lateral flexion. Rotation. Both hands on the bar. Extension. Lift the chest. And out. And out. And out. Come back. One more. Then we're going to relax. We're going to turn around. Same on the other side. Turn. One leg against the shoulder rest. The other on top of the mat. Try to bring both sitting bones towards the mat and on the bar. And we move. Same options as on the other side. Lateral flexion only. Oh, we go. Lateral flexion. Rotation. extension. Break down out of the rotation. And let's do one more. And we're gonna kneel on the mat. Start with the knee stretch, so kneeling on the mat, and lay on the foot plate. Could be with a hand on the bar as well. I'm gonna do with the hand on the bar, but feel free to have your hand on the foot plate here. And we move that carriage back and then forward. One more there. So now we're moving legs, right? An extra movement today. Going forward, hand on the bar, and we try. You go as far as comfortable for you. Try to move your arms only. So not really moving the legs, moving the arms back and forward. Or feel free to skip that one. Might be too much for wrists, arms, or shoulders. If it is, skip that one. That's the long stretch. The previous one is the knee stretch. I'll do more repetitions of the previous one. Remember, repetition, rest, range of movement, resistance. If you go slightly heavier, you make it easier. If you go lighter, more intensive for the muscles that we're targeting here to work against gravity. If you go a lot heavier as well, if you go with 3 reps, you also work hard. Different muscles that push, that work against the spring, let's work hard. And that's the good thing about the Reformer. One way or another, body's been challenged. We try not to drop our head. So maintain that whole spine, hips, head, neck, or rib cage, or lower back, or hips, everything in the same position. One more. And then back. Good. You can place your foot on the foot plate. I'm gonna put my foot there on the foot bar. It's actually easy on these reformer on the foot bar than on the Allegro on the foot plate. So from here, we're going to push that carriage back as far as you feel comfortable back. Front leg, back leg, bring it forward and forward. And again. One more. And then we're going to switch legs. I'm just going to let someone in. I've been asking to come in. Come on. We're going to switch legs and work on the other side. So having a leg there, and we're going to move as far as we can back. And forward. Let's fudge. And we're going to stand up on a mat. You're free to lift your foot bar on a vertical position so you can bring your foot higher. We're going to maintain now on that start position. We're going to bring our hips and our heels as far as you can back for the exercise called elephant. So we push as far as you can, keep our heels on the mat. Bring it forward again. As you bring it forward, option to lift your toes and the balls of your feet. Back. One more. Relax. You can lower that bar. You still have one right there. Stand on a mat here. one foot on the foot plate, the other on the mat. You can place that foot as far as comfortable for you. And then we let the carriage move out and pull it back in. Option to use your arms, yeah? One more. Back in. Turn around. Same on the other side. So moving that foot as far as you can out. The work challenge is, the objective is to work against gravity. Bring it out and in. One more. And then relax. We're going to grab the box and I'm going to lower the bar. And we're going to grab the box and place the long box on our reformer. I'm going to line up front for the pulling the strap, bottom of our rib cage at the edge of the box. Going to grab the straps, arms on the outside of our reformer. Option to flex our spine, bring our head down if that's comfortable. Only gently push the front of our hips towards the box, lifting our chest, lifting our arm, lower. And relax. From there, you can place the straps down on those hooks on the side of the headrest. Take the box out, and you're going to place the arch on your reformer. I'm gonna use the short board. You can place all the springs on your reformer if you want to. So you're gonna sit on that arch, feet on the straps, and you're gonna move us. You can go forward first, flexing that spine, then go back, vertebra by vertebra. Down, and next. Vertebra by vertebra, back, forward. And back. Two more. Well, can actually do more than that if you want to. Now, I'm gonna step out. No ball. Nice big full body stretch here. Flex. Move forward. And up again. And relax. Well done.